In the right hands, some very simple ingredients can be swiftly transformed into an elegant and complex dish. The hands, of course, that are doing exactly that today belong to Paul Suplee. He is the culinary instructor and senior lecturer at UMES, right?
Yes.
You know that right? Thank you for being here.
Pleasure. Always
Wonderful
good to
having
see
you.
you.
Love it when you bring stuff
Oh, yeah,
It's been a while. There you go.
There you go. So what are we making today?
Yeah.
All right, so today we're doing a poached pear on greens with a maple black garlic vinaigrette. Super easy salad, some cool ingredients, techniques like we teach, and that's it.
Okay. And we're also talking about a gala that's coming up that your students are participating in?
Yeah, so next Wednesday, November 13th, is the Veterans Gala. We do it every year at UMES.
Right.
I think I've been on here the last 2 years too, talking about this. Something that's very near and dear to my heart for two reasons. One, I'm a Marine Corps veteran. Two, I'm a Gold Star brother. So the purpose of the gala is to raise money for the Silver Star Scholarship. And what that does is it provides funding for first-year UMES students who are either honorably discharged veterans or children of a service member killed in action or killed during service.
Okay.
So it's a very important
Well, thank you for
gala.
your service.
Yeah,
You're
thank
welcome.
you.
Sorry for your sacrifice, but thank you for your service.
All right. Well, we're going to talk a little bit more about that, but let's get started on this recipe. What do we got going on here?
All right, so what we have is poached pear, and it was great. I was talking to the crew earlier, and they're like, poached pear, what? It's a classical French. Actually, I'd say most cuisines have poached fruit in one form or another. So, as you can see in the finished product, that's what we're looking at. It's just poached in red wine. I'm using maple syrup, or you can use maple syrup, agave, sugar, but you want some acid, you want sweet. You just want to make sure you balance it.
Okay.
And it adds a really nice flavor to it. So we're going to start with the pear, and we're just going to peel this real quick, and it's literally as simple as this. You go down. Now, when you do this, you can do a couple things. You can poach it whole. You can cut it in half. You can cut it in quarters. The smaller you get in size, you've got to watch the cooking time because you don't want to destroy it.
Oh, go quick, yeah.
It'll go super quick. So we can just go right there, and put it in the liquid. Now, I would have a little bit more liquid in here, but for demo's sake, you can cut it in half, cook it, and we're just going to let this go for about 15 minutes.
Okay.
And so what you're looking for is like knife tender, fork tender, but you want to pull it off the heat and then let it steep like a tea.
Okay. Well, what's the liquid?
So the liquid in there is water, red wine, black pepper, and maple syrup.
Ooh.
So you have your sweet, you have your acid,
Right.
and that's what brings you to this. Okay.
Okay.
So that's it for Jimmy. You're gonna be so excited. I have a torch for you. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So
You're my new favorite chef.
I mean, if you look at these scallions side by side,
Right.
we have fresh, clean, dried scallions, and we
Right.
have charred scallions.
Okay.
So if you smell those, it adds a really nice.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's called umami. So
Interesting.
So easy way to do that.
Oh boy.
Show me.
So we're just going to go down the scallions, and you're just going to sit on there and just get a really nice char. And I might regret this, but I'm going to turn this over to you.
Well, some things that you have to
I think
do
I
is-
need somewhere else I need to be.
Char me some scallions.
So when it comes to the Veterans Gala, something that we want to focus on, we've actually done a great job this year selling tickets. We might have like 30 left. So I believe you do have the link. So they can just go right online, buy the tickets. We do have single seat pricing, or if you want to buy an entire table for 8 people, it's a little bit cheaper, but still the money goes to the scholarship.
Right.
So,
And we're going to have that link on our website, DelmarvaLife.com.
Yep. And then we're changing format this year. Former Senator Jim Mathias, you know him. Everybody knows Jim. He's on our committee, and he asked, along with Bill Chambers, you know Bill, if we would do buffet instead of plated.
Okay.
And I'm thrilled to do it. It's better for me. But I've been catering for 30 years, and I bet you in the last 20 years I've done 2 plated events. Nobody wants it anymore because you have an hour and a half of meal service where you're stuck at your place.
Yeah.
So when you have a buffet, it's more social. You can walk around. We have a nice contingency of a respectable contingency of Vietnam veterans, and people want to talk to them. People want to kind of thank them for their service, thank them for what they sacrificed, and just mingle around the room.
Yeah.
So it's a better.
More char?
Come on,
Adequate char?
Get back to work.
More,
back to
more.
work.
Okay.
Okay, well,
this is going to take me a little bit
We're,
here.
we're gonna let
Yeah.
Jimmy continue to char,
I'm going to keep playing with the fire.
and then we're gonna take a little break, and then we're gonna come back and finish
Okay.
our dish here in the DelmarvaLife kitchen, and hopefully we won't have to evacuate the building because Jimmy sets it on fire. Stick around, DelmarvaLife. We'll be right back. As you can tell, the scallions have been successfully charred, and the really good news is that charring did not extend to anywhere in here.
Or
in
my
the
fingers,
Delmarva.
so I was
well,
pretty
yeah,
happy
I was
about
gonna
that,
say, I don't know, your fingers might have got a little charred. And that includes UMES. It's Paul Suplee, a culinary instructor and a guest, senior lecturer at UMES. And we were putting together poached pears on greens, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what do we do next?
All right, so really the last thing we have to do is put together the dressing, and there's a couple cool things in here.
What do you do to students who do that?
I kick them out of the classroom.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You've been warned.
You've been warned. One more time, you're out.
Yeah.
All right, you're done. So really the main thing I want to talk about with this, and this is a very simple dressing. If you don't have a high-speed blender, get one if you love cooking. Doesn't have to be a Vitamix. There are a few different brands, but I've been using Vitamix for about 15 years, so it's my favorite brand. We can go through all the rigmarole of emulsifying with a whisk and drizzling in nice and slow and blah, blah, blah. Or we can do this. We can start with sherry vinegar.
Okay.
Very, very carefully measured Dijon mustard.
I see you're carefully
careful.
Very
measuring
careful.
there.
Very careful. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and again, with the careful measuring, we're going to use maple syrup.
Okay.
I'm just going to pour about half of that in.
Half a half?
I know, I'm
Okay.
taking your job from you.
I know.
Carefully. Carefully measured, half.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Perfect. And you're going to drop in the garlic cloves.
Both of them?
Yep. Drop them right in.
Ooh.
Just dump in the olive oil. Let's talk about that for a second. So olive oil, this is a good olive oil, but it's mild. So it's probably a second or third pressing or whatever it is.
Okay.
So we're using the mild one.
Okay. And then
And the reason that the high-powered blenders work so well is you're shearing everything together, and you don't have to go, again, slowly drizzling
Right.
in. So I made this morning. You can see it's still holding its form,
Oh, wow.
still holding everything, it's still fine. So you always start low. So we're going to start on like 1, and then Lisa, if you can, let's get this on there.
yeah.
There you go. And keep your hand up here, and then slowly turn that up. There you go.
I couldn't hear you.
And then put your fingers in your ears. It's going to pop. There you go. 3, 2, 1. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
All right.
And you now have the vinaigrette. All right, let's go. Candied nuts. Very carefully measured, of course, like I said. Cutting board. I'll hustle through this. This is easy. All right. And I did use my spray-on gloves earlier, so
Oh, good, great.
we're nice and sanitary.
See, I noticed that he didn't let me work the blender or the knife.
Wow.
He's worked with
But
us
I
in the
get-
kitchen before.
He lets you work with fire.
I gave you the torch.
It can't get any better than that, right?
Come on, that's the way to go. So, all right, so I'm going to put a glove on for this. Where'd I put the glove?
I got one right here.
You are the best. Look at you, man.
I just keep
Extra
telling
large.
people that. Nobody believes me.
That's a paper towel. Probably get rid of that.
Here we go.
Okay. So, now we're down to simple assembly. We're going to take these. You're going to cut these in kind of like shards. You don't have to be small on this. And we're going to keep the pear fruit on top.
You like to get your hands in salad, don't you?
I do, absolutely. I think you just get better distribution.
feel,
Yeah,
yeah.
distribution. And then, so in the salad, we have the nuts, and you can also use pickled onions in this, which are great. But those are called particulates. You want to make sure that the salads get their particulates on there.
Particulates in my salad.
Particulates, very
I never
fancy.
knew.
It's very fancy. And it's as easy as that.
Look at that. Look at that.
All right.
Wouldn't happen to have any forks over there, would you?
I got spoons.
Got spoons.
We got forks?
I'll
We
take
have
that.
forks.
Oh, we have lots of forks.
Yeah, you get one too.
Yeah, you get one too. I never know. Sometimes the chefs are just kind of like, yeah, I'm good.
You go first. Guess first.
Well, you're the guest.
That's right. Get out of here.
Chef, again, thank you for everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it's
And
my
thank you
pleasure.
again for your service.
You're welcome, and thank you for having me on.
That is good.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'm finally getting the hang of this cooking stuff. So,
Oh, good.
It's only been how many years?
41.
Be patient.
It'll come.
It'll come. And of course, information on the gala at the UMES is going to be on our website, DelmarvaLife.com. Just click on what's happening today, and we'll have the recipe too.
Yes, we will.
All right.
We'll have the food because we ate it.
Thank
The
you,
food
guys.
won't be there.